It's Nick here. I'm going to show you the difference between coped crown and mitered crown. So this is a cornice molding. Contrary to what you might think, it's a cornice because it's standing off the wall and the ceiling. A crown molding is fully built up all the way in behind. So this is a cornice, commonly known as crown. If we miter it, we cut 45-degree angles on each one, and you see how they do line up nicely on the inside corner. Now, the problem with that is that your ceiling, especially across a large ceiling like this, you're going to have expansion and contraction of all the materials, the wood, your floor assembly, especially with dry and humid seasons between summer and winter, especially where we are, we're in the west. So, what we do instead is we cope our crowns, because so the problem is in the winter time, we've got our nicely mitered crown. You installed it in the summertime, it's a little humid, and then all your materials start to dry out and this gap opens up. And then you have this big unsightly gap between your materials when dry winter comes around. So instead, what we do is we cope the material. So this piece goes all the way into the wall. This one is cut so that it'll fit into this. So now with this coped joint, there's two benefits. If the material expands and this pushes into this one, there's something back here, so when it pushes together, it's going to keep a tight joint. And if it does start to come apart, there isn't just a void. There isn't a void in behind your materials. There's more crown molding there, so you're not going to see a big gap in there. You're going to have more. You're going to have actual material, and then even if you have caulking across here, it has some flexibility. And so if this moves a 1/16 of an inch, you're still going to be okay. So that's the benefit. I'll show you here. Of coping your crown molding. Then you have this tight joint, it's supported by material behind it, and it's the same thing with your baseboard. If you have, especially with solid wood, this is MDF, but if you have solid wood baseboards, it's the same idea. You'd rather have a coped joint, that way expansion and contraction, you're not going to have your joints open up, and the joints tend to stay tighter, so it's a longer lasting, better finish. That's what we do at Calgary Custom Concepts. We always cope our crown, cope our baseboard, because we want to make sure you have a long lasting product. You don't want to call us back for cracks. Hope that's helpful.